We are live now.
Yeah, so to the 21st DigiSkills CEO, Excellency Dr. Uche Linda, our today's chief guest, Brigadier Sanjay Agarwal, our chief guest, Professor Nada Ratkovic, co-host, Dr. Inga Kachilava, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and advocates for peace from every corner of the globe. A warm welcome to our Global Peace Summit. I am Kamoko Bondo Felix. I'm from Kenya. I'm the Executive Board of Director in charge of events and planning. I'm also a Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert and Fellow. It is an immense honor to be part of such an esteemed gathering of individuals who share a common vision, one that transcends borders and embraces the universal desire for the world marked by harmony, compassion, and understanding. As we gather here virtually today, we do not do so to dream, the dream of a world where conflicts dissolve into conversations, where differences become opportunities for understanding, and where the pursuit of peace unites all of us. In this digital space, we are connected by shared purpose and a commitment to building bridges that span the divide that sometimes separate us. Each one of us brings a unique perspective, a story of resilience, and a dedication to fostering culture of peace. Let us take a moment to reflect on the power we hold collectively, the power to inspire change, to create dialogue, and to weave the fabric of a more inclusive and compassionate world. We are not merely attendees, we are a catalyst of transformation. As we embark on this journey together, let us be guided by words of Mahatma Gandhi, who once said, the day the power of love overrules the love of power, the world will know peace. The quest for peace begins with the hearts of each individual. Today, our collective hearts beat as one, resonating with the hope for a brighter future. Throughout this summit, let us engage in open dialogue, listen with empathy, and share our insights generously. I welcome you to this great summit.
I did. You told me that you are 30 kilometers away, and I gave you 2 months of notice that I'm going to come with my family. And
it's okay, but it is 30 kilometers. But
Yeah, so with these opening remarks, I take this opportunity to welcome Alexandru Miail to say a word, and then from there we'll continue with the rest of the session.
Hello everyone. Nice to meet you all. Today it will be an interesting day because okay, we have a summit, but now we are talking about an interesting topic which is very important today. As you can see, peace, justice and strong institutions. And I think today we'll discover a lot of perspective and I hope to enjoy everyone. Thank you and let's try to know more and more in very various types. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so thank you so much. Alexandra Miail from Romania. And next, I want to our chief guest speaker. I've always had a problem of pronouncing the name, but today I was given a lesson on how I was supposed to pronounce that prior to this session. So I was told it is supposed to be Brigadier Sanjay
Okay.
Agrawal. I think I've pronounced that correctly. Joining us all the way from India. We have a lot of respect. We have a lot of honor for you. So you're most welcome, Your Excellency.
Okay, thank you so much. Before we proceed, I would like to, we have a co-host here, Dr. Nga Kashlava. Could you please say one or two things before
Hello,
I
Uche.
say, then we now move. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hear you.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Warm greetings from Georgia. Good luck to all of you. Today we have so very important day, very important topic. Good luck to
Yes, we can hear you.
yes. Okay.
All right.
Hello, Dr. Inga.
I think she's having some technical glitches. Okay. You all are officially welcome for
Seems we have
today's.
lost.
Yes, she's back. She's having some technical glitches, but it's okay. You see, today is very important. Uche is my name. Today is a very wonderful day for all of us here, as we have global educators, uh, academicians, young leaders that are here today to share their insight about this thought-provoking topic. And please, you are all welcome. Those are just tuning in across our multiple platforms. You are highly welcome for today's summit. Global leaders and champions for the future have gathered here today to discuss contemporary challenges to global well-being, not just global well-being, and to the ways to advance towards a sustainable world culture for peace. We have distinguished speakers, about 35 of them from 17 countries, that are going to share their wealth of knowledge. They're going to share their perspectives, insights, okay, about the SDG 16, okay, and they are professionals, business leaders, they are academicians, and they are here to explore
I did not.
that that are here to explore prospects for great regional cooperation and increase effort towards a peace building. And this project, of course, is designed to capture the wisdom and experiences of elders to establish peace and stability in the society and the nation, not just nation, but world at large. So we also have young youths here today. We have adults that have wisdom and enthusiasm, of course, enthusiastic approach towards peace building and the experiences, and they are going to share their wealth of knowledge, just like as I said before. So please, all you need to do, don't go nowhere. It's never going to be a dull moment with all of us here today. Your contribution, it really matters, as they are going to share their insights as regards to the peace building. We are not promoting war or bully of any sort. 24 DG skills promote SDGs, especially SDG 4. So please don't go nowhere. All you need to do right now is to click on this live event share button and invite your friends to join us. We are heading over back to the studio to hand over the stage and mic to the moderators that we have today. Of course, I have my co-host as well, Dr. Nga Kashlava, the co-founder of 24 Digi Skills Academy, Georgia. So please, all you need to do right now is to share this, click on this live event share button and invite your friends, because the summit is about to start right now. So don't go nowhere, okay? All right. Please tell us where you're tuning in from. It's going to be an interactive summit. Your experiences, your contribution, and we're expecting a maximum engagement as well, because that's what's going to keep us going. All right. Thank you so much. Don't go nowhere. Just like I said, grab a cup of tea or coffee that's going to keep you going throughout this session. And I promise we are not going to waste much of your time today. It's Saturday. Do have a wonderful week ahead. And don't forget, don't go nowhere. The summit has just started. Thank you so much for your attention. So I'm handing over the stage and mic to the His Excellency, our moderator. We have two moderators here today. His Excellency Ambassador Kamako Felix and Ambassador Miguel Santos from Romania. They are going to take the stage. But right now, permit me to share my screen so that those that on our stream Microsoft Teams will join us. Okay, just give me a few minutes to share my screen. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. You are welcome to today's summit. You're welcome, everyone. All dignitaries are here today. So I'm going to hand over the stage and mic to His Excellency Kamako Felix to kickstart the event. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, our dear CEO and founder, Our Excellency Dr. Uche Linda. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. Yes?
Yeah.
Hello, Dr. Uche.
It's okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
Dr. Uche, please, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Perfectly, I can hear
Okay,
you.
thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so I want to take this opportunity to first and foremost say greetings from wherever we are joining this auspicious event from. It is our Global Peace Summit. And as I introduced myself earlier, I'm Kamaku Bondo Felix. I'm the Executive Board of Directors, Events and Planning with the 21st DigiSkills. I'm also a Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert and Fellow. And as I said, as we are gathered here virtually today, and we are not, as we gather here virtually today, we do not do so just as participants, but as architects of a collective dream, the dream of a world where conflicts dissolve into conversations, where differences become opportunities for understanding, and where pursuit of peace unites us all. In this digital space, we are connected by shared purpose and commitment to building bridges that span the divides that sometimes separate us. Each one of us brings unique perspective, a story of resilience, and a dedication to fostering a culture of peace. Throughout this summit, let us engage in open dialogue, listen with empathy, and share our insights generously. Let the conversation we have in the next 2 or 3 hours have the potential to ripple beyond this virtual space and inspire positive change globally. Thank you for being here, for bringing your unique energy to this summit, and for contributing to the global conversation on peace. May our discussion be fruitful, our connections be enduring, and our shared commitment to peace be a beacon that guides us forward. With these opening remarks, I want to take this opportunity to invite my co-moderator, Alexandru. We will continue, but I think he had already said that, so it is good that we continue. I want to take this opportunity to welcome our chief guest for today, and our chief guest speaker for today is Brigadier Sanchai Agarwal, joining us all the way from India. Our chief guest, you have exactly 5 minutes to take us through your insights. You're most welcome. Hello, Brigadier.
Thank you and good evening to everybody. I have just shared my few slides because in 5 minutes there is just about that much that one. Yes, can you hear me? I can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Well, not through top.
We can hear you, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Okay, so let's continue without further ado straight away. So we are here today to talk framework. Sustainable Development Goals are part of the UN initiative, and slide.
Yes, we can see your slides, Your Excellency. Hello, Inga.
Yes, I'm here. You. We lost Dr. Uche. I think she
Yes,
back soon.
it seems, yes. It's like we have lost our chief guests. Should be having some challenges with network.
Yes, but we waiting 1 minute.
Okay. Okay. So as we just wait for our
Yes, Dr. Uche
chief
back.
guest to.
And right now, last week, we are hearing of another disconcerting news of a flu-like thing also possibly come. 2 years ago, we had this war, 24th of February last year in Ukraine. And this year, just about a month and a half ago, we've had this war starting in West Asia between the Hamas and the Israel. So all this is detrimental to world peace. And a bit when I read on the UN site that the EU has made the world a safer place, the proof of the pudding is in eating. Notwithstanding any propaganda that the European Union may want to thrust on the rest of the world. Therefore, we must first acknowledge the tapestry of international relations that affects SDG 16. National sovereignty, some adverse collaboration. We've seen that in Ukraine. We are seeing that now again all over in West Asia. We have seen that conflict and fragility actually impede the establishment of strong institutions. And conflict prevention strategies, which are an inherent part of stable development, are aborted. So when you have conflict prevention strategies aborted, peace does not get a chance, and there is a humanitarian crisis unfolding. Now, when I come to those examples, which is the meat of what I've done a lot of research on, the United Nations Security Council reform, much delayed, much required. Everybody knows about it for the last 20 years, and a lot of lip service has gone on. Actionables, zero so far. ASEAN Regional Development Forum, ARF. The ASEAN, as you know, has got 27 countries in the ARF, in the Asia Pacific region, platform for contributing to inclusivity and conflict prevention, doing a reasonably good job, notwithstanding the hotting up of the South China Sea between measures and countermeasures between China, Taiwan, America. When we talk of conflict prevention, please see EU's instrument contributing to peace and stability, and also to the UN Department of Political and Peacebuilding Affairs early warning system. So the early warning systems identify potential conflicts before they escalate. But how effective have these mechanisms been? The less said, the better. When we talk of technology for transparency, I have good news. Firstly, Estonia, right in the north. Remember Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, right in the north of Europe? They have an e-governance model which has been used to reduce corruption, streamline government services, and foster trust between citizens, and institutions. That's a good model. And why I am talking of Estonia here and not India is because of the size of the country. We all need to pick up best practices from countries which suit our socio-cultural, political, demographic templates. A very good example from South Africa is the Ushahidi from Kenya. This is a platform for crowdsourcing and mapping reports of violence and corruption. And in doing so, they promote transparency and accountability. So Ushahidi from Kenya is a very good example. Human rights education in South Africa is a good example because there I am told that they have integrated this human rights education into right up to this curriculum. Very they have a program focusing on education of communities about conflict resolution. Remember, Colombia has got a lot of drug-related violence. So this is a very good example, I thought. And then coming to localized solutions. Community policing in Brazil. The very word community policing, and we have good examples of it across the world. I have written a foreword to a book on this issue, which was published in India 3 years ago. Community policing means involving the community, and therefore the community is now part of the solution, not only part of the problem. rural development initiatives in India. Now I've given them under one umbrella. I could name 27 of them, but there is no time. Please study what has happened in India. 1.4 billion people, out of which easily 700 million are on the not affluent side of society. And they have been taken on board because of a JAM trinity. JAM is Jandhan, A is Aadhaar, M is mobile. Jandhan means bank accounts for everyone. Aadhaar is a digital QR identity for everyone, all 1.4 billion of us. And M is the governance through mobile. And with these three, the subsidies meant for people are reaching their bank accounts directly without intermediaries. This is a very powerful enabling thing for SDG 16. And therefore, finally, I would only like to say that achieving success on SDG 16 demands a nuanced approach that considers the intricacies of international geopolitics. That's a subject I speak upon on a daily basis. We should remember that sustainable development is not a one-size-fits-all. In each of our countries, we will adopt the best practices which suit our socio-cultural, our political and demographic needs. And I wish all of us on the entire earth all the best. May peace prevail on earth. Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you so much, our chief guests, Brigadier Sanchai Agawal, joining us all the way from India. That was very, very insightful, and we really want to appreciate you for taking time to be with us. Whenever I see you, I see a lot of, whenever I listen to you, I'm able to get a lot of insights, especially and we are really grateful to be part of you. Thank you. So next, I want to take this opportunity to welcome um, guest speaker, Excellency Professor Nada Ratkovic, joining us all the way from Croatia, so that she can give us insight on the Global Peace Summit. Hello, Dr. Nada.
Professor Sanjay,
Hello.
your speech is very good, but seems the
Yeah.
host
So
here. I don't know where she is.
Is Professor Nada in? Seems we she has not yet joined. She'll be joining. So at this juncture, without further ado,
Is he still in here? Mihail is the moderator in
yes.
today's session. Oh, Mihail is not here. Dr. Uche, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Well,
Yes, I can hear you. Please, we're waiting for Dr. Nada. It's like she's having some technical glitches. She was here.
because we have been given a schedule, I think we should just follow it. And when they join us, they will know where we are. Because we're just taking time. We already lost 30 minutes.
Okay, please.
Anyways, the second one I think should continue.
The second speaker will be Professor Nafisa, but she is not here. She joined earlier, but she maybe has connection issue. Sanaya, is Sanaya in here? Yes, I think we can start with Sanaya because she is the sixth speaker as Dr. Inga is also not here. Yes, I think. Please welcome Sanaya. We are eager to hear your amazing story, as always. You look beautiful today.
Thank you, ma'am. But today I'm going to give us a speech, not a story.
That's nice. We are still eager. We know that you're going to share a great speech. Welcome, Sanaya.
Good evening, everyone. Namaste. I'm your friend, and I'm the world's youngest storyteller. My name is
Yeah, so thank you so much, Dr. Lee So Im from Malaysia. Next, next we are going to have Ambassador Elaine from Georgia. Ambassador Elaine, you are so much welcome. The floor is yours.
Nihal is the moderator.
You are muted, dear Mikhail.
Wait a second.
Yes, yes, now it's very good.
Okay. I think we are in the Microsoft team, and Dr. Uche, Michal, Dr. Inga are on the StreamYard, so we cannot hear them, but we are live on the Facebook. So maybe from here, let's call our next speaker, Professor Dr. Foylan Mogo. Is he in here? I think Dr. Mogo.
Am I audible?
Can I just, can you give me, 10 minutes? I hope, wait, can I be the next speaker? If someone can replace my slot, can I be the next speaker, ma'am? I'm just arranging my signal and my microphone.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Yes, Dr. Foylan, we can hear you. Okay, let's welcome Manat Pankol Arnija from India. Welcome, Manat.
Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, thank you. Greetings from the land of diversity, India, to all the dignified and respectable speakers present here live at 21st City Skills Global Peace Summit 2023 from different zones of the world. Myself, International Youth Ambassador Manat Pankalar Necha. I'm youngest speaker champion, certified TED speaker, international storyteller, and published author. It's an esteemed privilege to be here. My heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Uche Linda, ma'am, for having me here. Let me start off with a beautiful quote of Albert Einstein. Peace question is, what can we do to make a peaceful world?
Your work is always crucial. Well, Professor Nada. Oh, welcome, Professor Nada.
Yes,
Uh,
Tatiana, hi.
Hi, welcome back, Professor Nada.
I
Look
was
at
at
Foran.
work today and come back again, yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Dr. Foran, can you wait a little bit? Because Professor Nada is having many events today. So we will call her. Is it okay? Dr.
Okay.
Foran?
Okay, I will be short on this topic on this because here on this platform today we have brilliant Dr. Brilliant Dimovo. He is the best humanitarian in the bigger organization, Dr. Mobo. Big smile, please, and big clap for Dr. Mobo and all our amazing leaders here today from different parts, Croatia, India, Indonesia, everywhere. My topic today, I will say something about the human rights. So, a great quote, Fabiana, makes great educations, trainings, and like example, one of great is inclusive leadership for the human rights. So why we need inclusive leadership? So what are the human rights? We need to know that our human rights are making rights and effect. And today, everyone has right to defend the human rights. So people often take actions to their own rights and the rights of others. Every one of us need to know that right. So humanity, compassion, dignity, equality, human rights, and passion. And we need to, as educators, educate our students about this because we see what is happening around us. This post-pandemic this post-pandemic era brings so many new problems, and we see this war, one war, two war, so many wars, so many poverty, and we want to talk about the well-being. There is no well-being. So our rights needs to include all the rights. And we have that international human rights law, and each of us need to put in curricula this international human rights law. Even we don't have that type of subject, we need to put this declaration of the human rights. So the declaration is always recognizing that people who will defend the human rights make a crucial contribution to the human rights and really to make people happy, to give them a smile. Today, still 27 million people are living in slavery, more than twice the number during the peak of the slave world. So, billion adults don't know to read. 90% of people are unable to name more than three of the 30 rights. So, there are those who are going through thought and action and making a difference and changing our world. So, among this following humanitarians doing humanitarian and voluntary actions, I can say here today proudly for my Croatia colleagues, we are all doing so many humanitarian and voluntary work because we are in the middle. We are a heart of Europe. We have a big heart and we are starting always from our country. We are not only talking, we are really acting. We are making powerful, strong actions. And that is meaning of this. And we need to be an inspiration to our youth, to our great monarchs, and to all our youth around us. So, be Mahatma Gandhi, Roosevelt, Chavez, Mandela, King. It's not important what's your name. And also, we are not asking that our name is written here. We are proud to do these actions. We are proud to do that. So, we are making this and learn that, have that type of behavior. Humility will encourage you to share this. Be empathy and the perspectives which are giving this to the people. Your behavior is always defining the way how you are acting. So if you have a bad behavior, like a bad person, you will never do a good thing. So always try to have a good heart to everyone everybody. You don't need to love everybody, but you need to respect everybody. Each one needs to be respected today. So only on this way we will overcome the challenges what are happening in the world. So Professor Nada will say, it's not that I'm so smart. It's just that I can stay with the problems longer. Problems we need to understand. We need to break our problems into small steps. We need to get clear. What can we do? What will we do? And what we can't do. So keep doing that. Keep testing that and keep stepping back and be our inspiration and be a role model to you, to your family, and so on, and build the relations on that way. So thank you for the opportunity and thank you for listening to me. Thank you, dear Diana, and thank you, dear Dr. Uche, for making this wonderful Global Peace Summit 2023. Peace in your mind and peace in your heart, always.
Thank you so much, my dear Professor Nadia, for your wonderful and
Yeah,
exciting
so thank you so much.
ideas. And yeah, I think all of the speakers and participants in today's sessions are totally agree with your words. So yeah, okay, am I audible? Okay, okay. Okay, because it shows like someone muted me. Okay, so let's welcome Professor Dr. Bolan Mobo from Philippines. Welcome, sir.
Yes, good evening, dear fellow advocates. So, in terms of advocating peace and, of course, especially this coming Christmas, it's better, of course, to strengthen the by uniting, of course, with other international group, of course, with the help of Dr. Nada, with the International Human Rights Movement, of course, with this group and, of course, other members, we can, of course, strengthen that possibly we can call for an end of the war. So we are aware of that. So that's the first thing that we can do to advocate peace and prosperity, especially this coming Christmas. So what we can do is, of course, by educating all our fellow countrymen here, of course, here in my country, the Philippines, by telling them by giving a simple wish and telling them that the best way to do is, of course, by giving a prayer and then by, uh, of course, wishing that this coming Christmas, the challenges that we are facing is it will stop, and part of that, since we will be having a new year, we will be able to have a prosperity year, and we will not be able to experience this kind of uh, challenges. And from there, especially in that part, we would be able to strengthen the human rights movement and then to promote equality and peace to all our friends, of course, here in the Philippines by helping our poor people in our community, and of course by uh, possibly if we can collaborate with the local government and of course with my friends in the international community, and by telling them that we have to collaborate and to strengthen, and we have to work hand in hand to achieve the peace and prosperity. And by doing that, we would be able to achieve the sustainable and development goal. So that would be all on my part. So once again, thank you and good evening. This is Royal Mobile from the Republic of the Philippines.
Thank you so much, Dr. Boylan. So now let's call our next speaker, Professor Adriana from Croatia. I think she is here.
Hello everyone, good evening, good morning to all. It's my pleasure to be here today. This is a way of living together so that all members of the society can accomplish their human rights. So it is an essential element to the realization of all human rights. How do you show teach peace proven ways to create a culture of tolerance in your classroom? Every year, my students and me celebrate International Tolerance Day on 16 November in different ways. I think that it's a great way to promote peace and trust, promote social and emotional skills, hold annual events where peace is the theme, uphold the firm no feeling policy, respect the space. What are the elements of peace in education? These include non-violence, conflict resolution techniques, gender equality, human rights, environmental responsibility, history, communication skills, and international understanding and tolerance for diversity. Why is peace important for students? Promoting peace education works when everybody starts respecting other cultures and builds a clear understanding and respect for each other. Encouraging students to build values and skills is one of the aims and objectives of peace education. It is important so that students get to live a satisfactory life. Seven pillars and of peace in education. All these pillars are held together and buttressed by the goal of building, practicing, and adopting life skills that empower individuals to bring about peace in the world around them. Interpersonal skills, analytical skills, resolution skills, organizing skills, and learning skills. We need peace for a better life, a peace begins with you. Thank you for your attention. I think that my time is ended.
Thank you so much, Professor Fadrana. Thank you for joining with us on your wonderful speech. So now please welcome Mr. Gulam Saki Arturi from Afghanistan. I saw that Mr. Gulam is here. Can you please unmute yourself and also video if it's possible, Mr. Gulam?
Yeah, yes, the doctor, I am here. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. First, I want to say a warm greeting and hello to everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and good night to everyone. My name is Valan Safia Khali and I'm from Afghanistan. Today, my topic is about the effect of war and military action on the environment. As we all know, unfortunately, our environment at the global that we are living is not safe. I am one of the sacrificed generation of this conflict that humans are facing with during their lives. It's about 40 years that my country is burning on a war, and also I'm witnesses that most of the countries around the globe are burning till now. For example, the conflict and war between Russia and Ukraine, Israel and Hamas, Palestinian people, and also too many countries that are burning among the war. So my topic is about how the war and military actions are affecting the environment. Okay, I sent my presentation to Dr. Rocha. I don't know. Does she? Can she share my presentation or no? Let me.
Mr. Felix, can you share his presentation? Did you receive the presentation, Mr. Felix?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. So it's
Okay,
only.
just a minute.
Okay.
And no worries. Today my talk is about the effects of war and military activities on the environment. As we know, the effects of war and military activities on environment can be quite significant and far-reaching. Here are some key aspects to consider. First, habitat destruction. Military operation often involves the destruction of natural habitats, such as forest, wetland, and farmland explosions. Deforestation for military infrastructure and the use of heavy equipment can lead to the displacement and loss of flora and fauna and corrupting ecosystems and endangering species. Number two, the effect of war and military activities on pollution. War and military activities generate various forms of pollution. Chemical spills, the burning of fuels, and the release of hazardous materials from weapons can contaminate soil, water sources, and the air. This pollution can have detrimental effects on the health of both humans and wildlife, causing long-term damage. Number three, depleted resources. During times of war, there is often a high demand of resources like water, timber, and fossil fuels. Unsustainable extraction of these resources can result in their depletion and can lead to long-term environmental problems, including water scarcity, deforestation, and increased greenhouse gas emission. Number four, contamination of land and water. The use of a heavy weaponry, explosive, and military bases can contaminate land and water with various toxic substances, such as heavy metals, explosives, residue, and radioactive materials. These contaminations can persist long after the conflict ends, posing risks to human health, poisoning water sources, and affecting agriculture. The next effect of war and military activities is climate change. Military activities contribute to climate change due to their reliance on fossil fuels, which release greenhouse gases when burned. The use of military vehicles, aircraft, and naval vessels contributes to carbon emissions and aggravates the environmental stressors to drive climate change, such as deforestation, land bigger. Climate change, such as deforestation, land degradation, and pollution. The effects of war and military activities on displaced population and refugees. War of war often leads on the displays of people from their homes, resulting in the establishment of refugee camps and temporary settlement. This strain on local ecosystems, leading to deforestation, soil erosion, increased demand for resources, and further environmental degradation. Conclusion. It is essential to recognize the environmental impacts of war and military activities and work towards minimizing them. Implementing sustainable practices and incorporating environmental consideration into military planning and promoting conflict resolution can help mitigate these damaging effects and preserve the well-being of both people and the environment. So, as an educator, I'm trying my best to train my new generation, my students, to far away from war and conflicts and make peace in their minds and their heart. So, as an educator and social activist, we all can play positive roles in our society to remove the war bad effect and also to bring a positive effect on our new generation. Thank you so much for your nice attention.
So thank you so much.
Mr. Gulam, for your wonderful speech. Welcome, Michal. Welcome back, Mr. Colleagues. Okay. I'm going to be the next speaker. Should I call myself or Michal? You are going to call me?
Hello, I'm audible now.
You are audible. You are audible and visible.
Okay, great. Thank you for all the speakers until now. It was an amazing speech. And now we have the third one. And please welcome from Philippines, Miss Diana, please.
From Indonesia, Michal.
I'm sorry, Indonesia. Sorry.
Okay, it's okay. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of the speakers and also participants across the world. Thank you so much, Dr. Uche, for organizing this event. I'm truly honored and grateful to join this session. I think we have heard from all the speakers about how about the human rights, how about the situation nowadays, and I think all of you might agree that we are currently confronted with enormous difficulties that pose a threat to the very existence of our civilization, and maybe we find ourselves at important or essential point in the course of history, and I think we have to pay attention to the instability that has been unfolding in recent times, but importantly, we must take collective action in order to take the path for a future that is characterized by peace and also stability. Because if we talk about instability, which is occurring all across the world right now, is important than ever to accomplish sustainable development goal 16, like our theme for today's session. Because our sustainable goal 16 with the form of peace, justice, and strong institutions are truly important, and maybe we have witnessed and also have seen what actually the ways in which we might expect to achieve this goal when we are in the middle of absolutely chaos, many wars, many demonstrations, and so on. And I think our dedication to talking things over, like what we are doing right now in today's station, and also being understanding human of one another and working together is such an answer for this collective effort. And I think we also have to acknowledge that peace is not just the absence of conflict, okay, but rather it's the presence of justice that brings peace. So we know that when there is no justice, there might be chaos, okay? And irrespective of whether it's economy, inequality, social justice, or political instability, we actually all that is confront the fundamental factors that contribute to conflict in this time. And we might establish the groundwork for peace that will last by cultivating our society. They're welcoming to all people, and also the quest to get equal opportunities at the front of their priorities. Because there has ever been a time when the importance of diplomacy in the field of international affairs has been much higher. And there is a need for nations to work together because, yeah, we need to do a collective effort. And I think transcending borders and ideologies as we traverse a complex linked concept right now, with climate change, public health crisis, and many more, I think it's really important to highlight our communication and collaboration because we actually have the ability to construct bridges that really make a world that is more harmonious, like our previous speakers already mentioned about it. And the ability to education, like our previous speaker mentioned, we actually have a really good ability as educators, as we can cultivate a culture of peace, which is something that should not be underestimated. And yeah, we know knowledge is our most powerful friend in a world where false information is disseminated like wildfire. So I think to all of us in here, we might agree to say that in order to prepare our future generation to be a peace ambassador, we should make investment in education that encourage tolerance, empathy, and critical thinking. Because yeah, misinformation are everywhere. Our social media news are spread like wildfire in seconds across the globe, and it's really important for us to take effort to get a world that is peaceful. And I think technology has the potential to play a significant role as well as what we are having right now with our 21st century skills. So we also need to utilize the technology breakthrough to bridge divisions and also connect people, which is really essential nowadays in the digital age. And we know that information moves to the speed of light. So I think we have to encourage the communication, understanding, and solidarity across many communities with the platform, which has potential to be a tremendous instrument nowadays. So yeah, I think the last part that I'd like to highlight in here is in order to succeed in attaining peace, I think it's not only simple to speak about peace, but yeah, like Professor Nari already mentioned, we need action. We have to do an action, not only talk. And our leaders are actually responsible for preserving the values of justice and equality, and we must hold them accountable for doing so. If they are the decision makers, they are the policy makers, they are the most decision made by them, but we also need to hold them accountable for what we actually want in our society. Maybe we stand for violence in human rights by doing what, so we have to hold them accountable. So we can build a society in which citizens are able to participate in the system that governs simply by providing support to institutions that encourage openness and equality, because we have to really have an open communication in this matter. So that right now is November. We're almost close to the destiny, which is end of this year. I do really hope that in the next year we can have witness more peace in this world. I pray that we can bring more peace in this world, and everything that brings us or something that seems like just injustice is going to solve, and also will be better for our future generation too, because it's not healthy for all of us. So let's pray and let's work together to bring peace within ourselves first and also to our society as a whole. Thank you so much. I'm giving back to Aaron and Eric.
Congratulations. It was an amazing speech, and we appreciate a lot you put all of your feelings in your discussion. And congrats. And now we are going to the next participant from Indonesia. We are going to Tanzania to Professor Dr. Siti Shainul Adel.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes,
Am I audible?
Yes, you are
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's so nice to be with the group of distinguished speakers talking on peace. And I'm really grateful to be part of the group. I'm sorry I can't switch on my camera because of the low network. Now, Professor Sanjay talked that SDGs cover peace. SDGs 16 covers peace. And it's part of the United Nations agenda. What I want to
Professor Doctor, you are not. Please unmute yourself, please. Unmute because you are not audible.
Okay. Am I now audible?
Yes, you are audible. Please continue.
Yeah. Okay. Dr. Sanjay talked on SDG 16 that it covers peace. What I want to just hit on it is that peace is the central of all the SDGs. All the SDGs, be it from 1 to 17, but peace is the central of it. Why is it central of it? Let's ask ourselves, can poverty be eliminated if we are not at peace in our country, in our own life? Can it be eliminated? No. Can hunger be eliminated? SDG 2? No. People can't go out to work. So they are totally unable to what you can see in Gaza. There is other already. SDG 3, health. Cannot be healthy when the country is going through all the bumps, when one doesn't have peace of mind. Emotional disturbance, even with one has, it creates so many health complications. SDG 4, education. Children can't go to school if the country is at war. Even if it's a family, there is a conflict of husband and wife. Children are in trouble. SDG 5, generations. The generations are the most vulnerable during wars. SDG 6, water. We all know that water resources are normally targeted during wars. SDG 7, energy. We all know that when there is war, when the countries are not at peace, there is darkness all over. There is rationing, there is shedding of light. SDG 8, decent living. It's not possible. SDG 9, industries, infrastructure. It's totally out of, people can't go to industries, they can't build infrastructure when the countries are poor. SDG 10, reducing inequalities. How we can reduce inequalities when the country is poor. SDG 13, SDG 12, sorry, it was SDG 11, sustainable cities. If our country is at war, there is no greenery around, there is so much crowdedness, everything is so stuffy. How will people live life? How will the people feel the freedom of being with themselves? SDG 12, consumption. And SDG 13, climate change. For life on the water, life on land. We all heard about the Afghanistan speaker talking about the problems that the country has faced because of the war, the deterioration it has faced because of the war. So SDG 16 is in the central, it's the main thing. If we have peace in ourselves, if we have peace in the community, if we have peace in our country, we are bound to succeed, prosper, and conquer all other SDGs. My respect to all the previous speakers that they elaborated so much on the topics, and I think my 5 minutes ends here. I just wanted to explain this, that SDG 16 is the central of all the SDGs, and that's why it's given so much priority. My respect to all the people who have been suffering in Gaza and Ukraine. Let's all pray for the deceased souls, the martyrs, because they really deserve our respect. And thank you, all of you. Thanks once again.
Congratulations. It was an interesting speech, and it was very nice how you made the interconnection between the SDG of peace with the another SDG objective, and it was very interesting. Yes, please.
In my presentation, I actually showed a diagram, but I could not show the presentation. I sent it to Dr. Uche, but somehow it could not be aired. But yeah, I sent it to Dr. Uche and the details on it. But I request to her that you should, I will request her that she circulates to all the members about the small, my presentation, that you can all see it. How I showed in the background. I request to her that she distributes all the participants here. It will be good. It will be great.
Thank you for this.
Because I made a very elaborative.
Yeah, we'll see how will we manage. Thank you. And now we're going to the next speaker. From Tanzania, Africa, we're going to Asia, to most specifically India, to Ambassador Dosega. Is here?
Yes, thank you, sir.
Please.
It's our choice better place to live. Hello everyone, and namaste from India. I am Dusevia, and today I'm here to present a wonderful information on SDG 16. As we all know, Sustainable Development Goals are called to end poverty and inequality, protect the planet, and ensure that all people enjoy good health, peace, and prosperity by 2030. It aims at the betterment of the present with an insightful look at the future of the world. But have you ever thought about SDG 16? Let me throw some light on this. The goal number 16 of the global goals aims at promoting peaceful and inclusive societies, providing access to justice for all, and building an effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. It aims to participate in the global governance, provide a universal legal identity, and ensure public access to information, to protect the fundamental freedoms of the people, combat crime and terrorism, promote non-discriminatory laws and policies. As we are approaching towards prosperity, peace is an important road to be taken, and for making this road, initiatives have been taken all around the globe. The SDG 16 Data Initiative is a consortium of 17 organizations dedicated to promote non-official data on on the implementation and tracking of progress towards the targets that comprise the 2030 Agenda's promise of peaceful, just, and inclusive societies by 2030. Our country, India, is also in full speed to meet the demands of SDG 16. The government initiatives have uplifted the bill of justice and include a public grievance redressal system, the Pragati platform, the development of infrastructure facilities for the judiciary, including Gram Nyayalayas for villages. Aadhaar card is also a significant innovation introduced by the government of India to provide a unique identification number to all its inhabitants. This initiative is in conformity with SDG 16 and aims to provide legal identity for all the inhabitants by the year 2030. It reduces corruption and conflicts. And with consistent efforts, we'll be able to bite off the bullet. We should remember that we have come from the only one, and thus we should be one. World spirit can only withstand by unity. Last but not the least, it doesn't seem difficult to work together, even for 100 miles. So just keep spreading smiles. In the end, I'm thankful to Dr. Utin ma'am for giving me the opportunity to express my views on global peace, UN SDG 16. Thank you and namaste from Bramdal Global Public School, India.
Wow, amazing. I like your presentation and congratulations for your research. And I think you work a lot for this amazing presentation, right?
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. Good luck in the future. And now we are going to the next speaker. We are going to South Africa to Mekren Mia. Is it here? Mekren Mia from South Africa?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, the stage is yours, please.
Thank you so much. And thank you for calling me. I greet you all in the Universal Region of Peace with blessings. I do apologize for lighting and stuff here. We do have some network issues. I appreciate the opportunity for being here today and to share a message of peace. And I love what everyone has said so far. I think we can all come together always to create more awareness like we're doing today. And that awareness will be able to help facilitate peace for everyone across the world. And right now, we all know that there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of suffering, there's a lot of anguish, and it's not just one fault, it's not just for one religion, it's not just for one person or one sector of people. It's across the globe right now.
মিটিং এ
না 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 শুনেন, আপনি মুতুল্লি সেক্রেটারি সাহেব, আমি
ভয়ভীতি দেখে বা কোনো একটা কৌশল বইলা তাকে নরম করতে চাইছে, কিন্তু এটা
come from Croatia, allow peace. This historical context will enable them to appreciate the significance of peace. Peace education can be integrated into various subjects, not just as a standalone course, but as an interdisciplinary theme. Conflict resolution, science through environmental protection, and literature through narratives that emphasize peace and understanding. Not to mention foreign languages, where you can teach all of the above. Foster empathy and perspective taking.
না ওই টিপিং করে যেটা ফেলতে হয় ফেইলার
Of empathy and understanding differing viewpoints. This can be achieved through literature, discussions. You can engage them in various projects that involve different cultures and communities, which can be in conflict analysis and prevention. Encourage students to analyze conflicts, identify potential triggers, and work on strategies to prevent them. This proactive approach can be a powerful tool in creating sustainable peace. Teach conflict resolution skills. Equip students with practical conflict resolution skills. Teach them how to communicate effectively, empathize, negotiate, and find mutually beneficial solutions, that is, peaceful solutions to problems. These skills are vital not only for personal relationships, but in addressing larger civil conflicts. Role-playing exercises and case studies can be powerful tools in this regard. Encourage critical thinking and media literacy. Develop critical thinking skills that allow students to analyze information critically. In today's world of fast information, teaching media literacy is essential. Teach them to question stereotypes, prejudice, and biases. Help them think critically about the media they consume and the information they encounter. A well-informed and critical mind is less likely to be influenced by divisive ideologies. Global citizenship. Encourage the idea of global citizenship. Teach students that they are not just part of a local community, but citizens of the world. This global perspective fosters a sense of responsibility for promoting peace and justice on a global scale. Community engagement. Encourage students to get involved in community service projects, to take an active role in their communities. Volunteering and community service projects can instill a sense of responsibility, teach them about the real world challenges that different people face, and inspire them to and a greater good. Environmental sustainability. Sustainability. Teach students about the interconnectedness of the environment and global peace. Projects related to conservation and sustainable practices can help them understand the importance of a balanced ecosystem. Respect for diversity. Emphasize the value of diversity. Help students understand the differences in culture, religion, and background. Enrich our society. A classroom that values diversity is more likely to foster peace and understanding. Model peaceful behavior. As educators, we are role models. Demonstrate peaceful and respectful behavior in the classroom. Show students how conflicts can be resolved peacefully through your actions and words. And also inspire hope and inspiration. Share stories of individuals who have dedicated their lives to peace, such as Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, or others. These inspirational figures can motivate students to be peacemakers themselves. Promote open dialogue, create a safe and open space for students to discuss their thoughts and concerns. Encourage respectful debates and discussions, allowing them to respect their opinions freely. In conclusion, sustainable peace is a multifaceted concept, but not an unattainable dream that we can and should teach in our class. All that can be achieved through education and awareness. By educating our students about the importance of peace and instilling the values of peace, empathy, and cooperation in our students, we can empower the next generations to be ambassadors of peace. We as educators should commit to peace in our classrooms for the sake of our students and the world that they will inherit, ensuring a brighter and more peaceful future. Attention, I would kindly ask you to evaluate my today's speech, either scanning this QR code or typing it in this bit.ly link, bit.ly/21peace. Thank you so much for your attention.
Congratulations. Amazing speech. Also, I appreciate about the final part with the feedback. It's very original, to be honest, and which I like it the most in this presentation. Okay, we are talking everyone about the peace, but also it's important how we project the future, because I think the movement which happened today has the effect from what happened in the past. So I think it's very important to correlate, and the education can be the key to have a brilliant future with, let's say, more effective, positive effects than today. And I like it the most. And congratulations for this beautiful presentation. And I will also give a feedback. Yeah.
Thank
now
you so much.
We are going to the next speaker. From Croatia, Ms. Iris Zorik. The stage is yours.
Thank you very much. Let me share my presentation first.
Please, yes.
Just a moment. So, can you see it now? Could you please confirm?
We can see it, Iris.
Okay, thank you.
It's not in the presentation mode, though.
Just a moment. Just a moment. What am I doing now? Just a moment.
Just you stopped sharing.
Try to share the entire screen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you see it now?
We can. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, now can I start?
Yes, please.
So good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all of you listening to me now. I am an English and German teacher from Croatia, and because everything starts from an individual. So let's take a look at the first slide. As you can see in the middle, we can see the word peace. But all these words that are around it are prerequisites and have to be fulfilled in order to enjoy peace. So I will read some of them. So we should take care of freedom, peace education. We should pay attention to mutual understanding, freedom of expression, culture, civic engagement, intercultural dialogue, human rights, mediation, etc. So all these preconditions should be fulfilled in order to have peace in our lives and in the world. The primary objective of education is to build a society where everyone respects each other and lives in harmony. To achieve this, individuals ought to respect each other and learn how to communicate effectively. So we are not born with communication skills, but we should be taught how to communicate well with others. So I think that the most important prerequisite for is to learn how to communicate effectively with others. I will now present 4 basic communication styles, so you can also see which one you belong to, and if you don't like the type you belong to, you should do something to change it in order to prevent conflicts, etc. So the communication style is the way you interact with others and determines how you speak, act, and react in various situations. These are basic communication styles: passive style, aggressive, passive-aggressive, and assertive. So passive communicators are typically quiet and don't seek attention. They may act indifferent during debates. They their feelings, and they have the following tendencies. They have inability to say no, they have poor posture, easygoing attitude, and lack of eye contact, and usually soft voice. Aggressive type of communicating. The aggressive communicators frequently express their thoughts and feelings, and they tend to dominate conversations, often at the expense of other people. A few signs of an aggressive communicator: they interrupt people while they are speaking, they present an overbearing posture, they use aggressive gestures, they maintain intense eye contact. In my opinion, the third one, passive aggressive, is, let's say, the worst one, because you never know who you're dealing with, and you never know what to expect from these communicators. So they appear passive on the surface, but often more aggressive, but have more aggressive motivations driving their actions. While their words might sound agreeable, their actions don't always align with what they say. They can quietly manipulate a situation into one that benefits them. They may use the following approaches: muttering, using sarcasm, exhibiting denial, presenting a happy face when they are clearly upset, and giving the silent treatment to other people. Assertive, not issue, not assertive style is typically the most respectful and productive way of communication in the workplace. Assertive communicators share their thoughts and ideas confidently, but they are always respectful and polite. They rarely take on challenges, but know how to say no when it's required. When you're with an assertive communicator, you'll notice their ability to make others feel comfortable. Now, assertive behavior exhibits itself through these traits. So expansive gestures, collaborative and sharing tendencies, healthy expression of ideas and feelings, good posture, and a clear voice. So let's take a look at these people. As you can see, their communicative style is definitely assertive. They have smile on their faces, they use big gestures, and they look friendly, but at the same time confident, and they know how to express their feelings. Now let's ask ourselves, are we assertive communicators? So if you can say that all these statements are true for you, then you can call yourself assertive communicator. I can easily request help and information from others. I am able to say no without feeling guilt or fear. I feel capable of learning new things. I am comfortable meeting new people. I take responsibility for my own mistakes. I can speak confidently in group situations. I can discuss my beliefs without judging others. I can assert my beliefs even when the majority disagrees. And now I would like to finish my presentation with assertive communication. So you will feel better if you communicate respected. You will easily give and receive feedback, no matter whether it's negative or positive. You will speak up easily. You'll ask you express your own needs, then you are satisfied and at peace with yourself. And then you can get assertive communication. I think that we would have peaceful families, peaceful communities, peaceful schools, and it would be much easier to express our desires and to resolve the conflicts, etc. So I will conclude my presentation with communication style and assertion. And with your students, with your colleagues at work, in your family, better and more peaceful world. And thank you very much for listening to me today. And I would be grateful if you evaluate my presentation. So here is the QR code. Thank you very much.
Thank you also for your presentation. And yes, it was very interesting how the communication can be the key to all of the problems. And one of the about the people, also about how we develop with others, not only us, but also with all the elements, let's say, from the nature. And for all this, we thanks a lot. Congratulations and good luck in the future.
You too. And thank you very much.
We are going to the next speaker from Croatia, Europe. We are going to Asia, to India. And please, Mr. Ravikant Peruku Lambis, sorry if I pronounced wrong. The stage is yours, and yeah, if you are ready, you can start.
Yeah, it's me, gentlemen. Thank you so much. And for the first time, someone overseas have pronounced my name the exact way it has to be pronounced. Thank you so much. I thank you so much for that. And today I'm here sitting in front of all of you as to represent the community of educators. That is, we are all educators as to instill good education, good values, and good skills. I'd like to quote that peace education need not be a separate discipline. Or her circle time. We can have a circle time. I'm just trying to share an idea as to how we can integrate peace education in our school as a curriculum. So we get time, especially the subject circle time of social sciences, and then we can bring in different things that are happening in the world, like conflicts that are arising in between different countries, in between different communities, and many other areas. So these conflicts are to be properly explained by the teachers to the students, and then make the student understand where the right of one party is being denied, why the conflict is arising, and motivate the students to think in such a way that they come up with good ideas as to face the conflicts that arise in their life. So, as there is a proverb, charity begins from home. If this can start from school level, irrespective of the grades and classes that we are teaching in, we can go to that level. We can get into the shoes of the students and start with small conflicts which arise in their day-to-day life, and then connect it to the topic peace and peace education, and make this an easier one for the students to understand. So I would like to say that peace education can become a part and parcel of school life. We need not have a separate curriculum for it, or we need not have a separate textbook for it. So teachers can play a very significant and vital role in doing this. And what else can we do? As an educator, we should also strive towards changing the mindset of the people. We are all the educators who might have pursued our bachelor's degree in education or master's degree in education. And the whole society depends upon a school, because it is the place where people from diverse cultures are coming, sitting together for 10 or 12 years and going out as citizens of one country. So teachers should play, teachers have to on regular basis, like how is the school culture going forward? Are the children having very good understanding in between them? Right from very small and primary grades, teachers have to take this as a challenge and they have to observe keenly. And then also we have to think about the collective outcomes of peace education in school. Not only the school, but if we bring into picture peace education, what happens is even the houses, like the households become better. Children go to home and they behave in a proper way, and they try to explain and educate their own parents as in what they have learned in school. A strategic planning has to be done while we are taking peace education to school level. school heads, the principals, head teachers, headmistresses, and coordinators, they have to sit and they have to think about peace education and how it has to be taken, what methodology has to be followed minds of students and make it a successful program. Also, partnership is a very important thing because only as teachers we cannot do everything. We should also try to explain our objectives of peace education to the parents. Come up with parent awareness programs about peace education and let also actively participate in this. Finally, before closing, I would like to say that evaluation is a very important aspect of day-to-day life. Every day before going to bed, we have to have a self-evaluation, as in, could I do something that I've planned properly? Okay, the same way activities and methodologies that we have introduced in our school as a purpose for the purpose of peace education. And then definitely within a span of few years, every educator and school will be giving out a group or tens or hundreds of children who would become peace ambassadors. My dear friends, I thank from the bottom of my heart the host of this conference for giving me an opportunity as to share my ideas in the full platform.
Thank you very much. I like a lot your speech, and which I consider very interesting. You use the notion of the cycle time. Education, let's say, to prepare the future, because students, and when you talk about like the land is not of us, we are living in the present. The land is not of the children. The land is for the grandchildren. So for all of this, it's very important to have a conservative and, let's say, a healthy education. Congratulations and good luck in the future. It was very interesting, your speech, and very, as you put a lot of feelings. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and now from India, we are going to, okay, we are still remaining in India, and now the next speaker is Mr. Gregory John. Is it here, Mr. John? Gregory? Please unmute yourself.
I can't unmute myself. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, now you are audible.
Am I clearly audible and visible?
Yes, you are all good. You can start.
Okay. My name is Gregory John, and thank you for inviting me to such a lovely platform. I'm from Delhi, India. And what I say and think about peace, that peace is about mutual respect and understanding. If we discuss peace and we write about it, whether at micro level or macro level, but we have no respect for each other's culture, race, ethnicity, and views, and I don't think that we can make a world a peaceful place. Since times immemorial, since the dawn of the civilization, humans have been fighting for two things. First is resource, second is ideology. In ancient and medieval times, humans used to fight for resource and religious ideology. In the modern times, humans fight for resource and political ideology. The three good examples are First World War in the modern times, Second World War and the Cold War. Now, in 21st century, there are three big challenges before the society. The number one, first and foremost, the biggest challenge is global warming and climate change. Second is religious radicalism. Now, I think that nations, whether developed or developing, both of them should invest more in renewable energy and green technology. The initiative must start from the public sector enterprises. Why so? Because if we think that the capitalist sector will take initiative, then I don't think that they are going to take the initiative that soon. So if the public enterprises, the government-owned industries start investing more in green technologies, we can counter climate change before it's too late. Because according to many environmentalists, they say that by the end of this 21st century, the global temperatures will increase by 2 degrees centigrade. Now comes the religious radicalism. Religion is a very sensitive topic, and we have seen many conflicts in the past on religion. In medieval times, there were crusades. In modern times, we see global, conflicts and many religious radical society organizations causing harm to the civilians. So, how can this end? As a senior school history teacher, I think that religious radicalism can end by organizing open discussions and creating free thinking in the society. Free thinking at a micro level. Free thinking is not a thing that comes immediately. To develop a spirit of free thinking, the society needs to take small steps. Suppose if I'm here, I'm talking about something sensitive, then the other person should also, or if someone else is talking sensitive, I should give him a room or space to talk instead of getting just disappointed or furious at him or her. So in this way, if we take small steps and give space for free thinking, free speech, then I think we can solve big issues. The biggest problem when it comes to peace, whether it's about global warming, climate change, or religious radicalism spreading around the world, the biggest problem is that people don't want to discuss and people don't have tolerance for the views. If we have tolerance for each other, if we can appreciate criticism, even the perfect, the most educated, and the most highly positioned people in the society and international organizations can have shortcomings. So if we, give room or space to each other to speak, to discuss, and be frank, if you can show that we are ready to listen.
You you are finished because it is a little bit disconnected.
Am I audible? Was I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Yeah, if you have something more to add, you can add. It's not a problem.
Yeah, this is what I say to all my dear fellow participants, that we are living in 21st century. It is a modern period, and people still, I've seen, even the educated ones don't have they're not very open hearted, they're not open minded. Being educated, being rich is another thing, but if a person after being rich and educated is not open minded, even after staying in a developed country, if a person is not open minded, then everything is useless. Being open minded is very important, because If we are open-minded, we are open for new ideas. We are open for new thoughts. And new ideas and new thoughts bring change.
Okay. Thank you for your speech. And
speak.
Sorry?
Thank you for giving me the chance.
Okay. Yeah, okay. And now I understand. Thank you very much. And I like you use two notions, free thinking and open mind. I think together we can talk about the critical thinking. It can be mixed with the critical thinking.
To say.
Yeah. I think it's one of the most, let's say, trending notion today, nowadays, in all the society. And which I like it the most, in your speech, you start with some facts about the history. And I remember an interesting quote about this, and it is like, who don't know the sort of repeated. And I think it's very important to know what's happened today and how we can develop and deal with them in the future. And for all of this, we want to thank for your amazing speech and good luck in all. Thank you very much. Great. Now we are going next. We are going to Georgia, to Miss, sorry if I'm spelling wrong, Makasikarolite.
Hello everyone.
Hello, was okay, your pronunciation?
Thank you very much. Such a kind invitation. Thank you, my country director of Ingatilawa, my Georgian team. Thank you very much, Dr. Ucheling Okpala, such a kind of very important invitation. I am very happy to be here today. And I want to talk about SDG 16, and we all know that promote peace, inclusive societies for sustainable development, provide access to justice for all, and build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. And it's the goal of world peace. And I want to tell you what is peace for me. All know that peace is freedom from violence. Peace is being to grow and thrive and be who you are. And peace is freedom from binary concepts and thinking. But what is peace for me? Peace is breathing clean air. Peace is feeling safe, and peace is being able to afford to live. Peace is justified. And I know peace is not the highest goal in our life. It is the most fundamental requirement, and everyone should enjoy a peaceful life within an inclusive society built upon justice, accountability, fair institutions, and sustainable development. And I want to say that peace is its own reward. We need love, and to ensure love, we need to have full employment, and we need social justice. And the people are the only ones. And I always agree that a famous quote about sustainability, that sustainable development is the development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. And why is SDG 16 is so important? It's about promoting peaceful and inclusive societies, providing access to justice for all, and building effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. Thank you very much for your kind attention. We can change the better for the world for better together, next to each other. Thank you very much for your listening. Thank you very much for all.
Thank you also for your speech. It was amazing, and I like it a lot. You talk about from your soul to us, and yeah, it's very important to share your perspective in this type of the topics. Thank you very much. And now we are going to the next speaker from Croatia, Jessica Chizuki. If I spell. Okay.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good luck.
Thank you. Greetings to everyone. I'm glad to be here with you today. And I'm grateful to Dr. Uche for opportunity to participate in Global Summit. Today we are aware of many challenges that world is facing, which have globally damaging effects. Some of them are poverty, wars, climate change, violence, unequal rights, and so on. We are all responsible for this world, for ensuring the well-being of humanity. We have a duty to take special care of what we will leave to future generations, our children and young people. Driven by these challenges, the United Nations adopted 17 Sustainable Development Goals in 2015. The fundamental values that are advocated are covered in three dimensions: social, economic, and community. All member countries are invited to cooperate and implement concrete measures. The goals of sustainable development are based on the achievement of peace, so everything related to Goal 16. Promote peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, ensure justice for all, and build efficient, responsible institutions at all levels. So peace, justice, and strong institutions are the basis of sustainable development. Why should we all get involved? There is still a lot of inequality in the world we live in. While some live in peace, prosperity, and an orderly society, others struggle with armed conflicts, various forms of unequal rights, crime, and corruption, lack or complete absence of tolerance. Everyone can help achieve the global goals. And strong institutions. Significantly reduce the abuse, exploitation, trafficking, and all forms of violence and torture of children. Promote the rule of law at the national and international level, and ensure equal access to justice to all. We must reduce corruption, armed flows, and fight all forms of organized crime. We must develop efficient, responsible, and transparent institutions at all levels. In countries in global governance institutions, ensure a legal identity for everyone, including birth registration, ensure public access to information and protect fundamental freedoms, promote and implement non-discriminatory laws and policies. This goal is very important for children because we must ensure that every child is fully respected and to engage all children in processes and decisions that affect them and society more broadly. So what if we stand aside? Insecurity, violence, discrimination, denied rights, and equality will have a destructive effect on countries, society, the world globally, more than that is now, and most importantly, on the development and well-being of children. So we must get together and take actions, each in his own area, because we don't have time. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Amazing speech, and it's very important that you talk not only what's happened, but also you talk, let's say, some recommendation. It's important not only to see, not only to learn, but also it's important to act to change something. And I think this is one of the most important things which can learn from today. It's important to act when we feeling that we are on the same, let's say, vibe with the problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And yes, Ladies and gentlemen, thanks everyone, but we are not finished. Now we hand over the stage to Dr. Inga on StreamYard. Please, Dr. Inga.
So welcome. Thank you so much, my dear. But first of all, dear Uche, we have also a very important guest from Bangladesh. I think now stage is yours, Professor. Oh, I think we lost him. 1 minute. Dear Uche, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, yes.
I
What
think,
to say? What to say? Congratulations
maybe
to
it's
everyone. Greetings
maybe
to
the
all with
network,
great respect. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you, go ahead.
Greetings to all with great respect. Congratulations to everyone on this very important day. It was really a very amazing job. Well done. I'm sure that together we will create a strong and peaceful world. Your leaders and young people from all over the world shared valuable knowledge today and opinions. This is very considerable. Oh my God. Once again, many thanks to all the outstanding speakers, to our honored guests, to your young people, excellent moderators, and of course to your dear Uche for this amazing opportunity. Thank you so much to all participants who were with us today and supported us. We will meet soon with new important topics. Let's create a bright future together. Dear Uche, I think your guest, we lost him, I don't know, from Bangladesh.
Maybe he's trying to log in. With that, let me quickly share this.
Yes. Mihail, you are amazing.
Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
I tried to manage all the problems.
Also, dear
You really did a
Herdiana,
great job
all.
Yeah, thanks a lot to Herdiana, which
Yes,
also
of
helped a
course.
lot today.
Okay, thank you, everyone. To our distinguished speakers. Wow, this is really amazing. From 18 countries, just few speakers that were not able to tune in. Some having technical glitches, and wow, it was amazing. You know, people, distinguished speakers, academicians. We have academicians, I mean, young leaders, and of course, they share their thoughts, their perspectives, their strategies, and building, of course, for the world's peace building. That's really amazing. We are promoting peace, and we are shunning, war, bullying of all sorts. It's really amazing for us to share this, especially at time like this. Thank you, everyone, to our guest speaker, chief guest, guest of honor, and guest speaker. Thank you so much to all the speakers who share their thoughts. It's really amazing, and we can never take it for granted. We are honored to have you all here today, and we fact, I'm directly apologizing for the technical glitches we experienced earlier on. Sorry, network. It's just a kind of a global challenge. We don't even know when it's going to happen. It's unpredictable. That's why most of our speakers they experience same thing. We've been able to navigate from StreamYard to Microsoft Teams. Some we are having issues, but it is okay. Sorry, there are some parts that people were not heard or speakers were not heard, we directly apologize for that. Okay, it wasn't a deliberate act. We are so sorry about that. Oh, he's back. I
He's
think he's
back.
back now.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me, Professor?
Hello.
Could you please enable your video?
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Yes.
Can you open the camera, please?
Professor Hatch9, please. You are muted. Can you hear me?
May I speak?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Actually, sorry for late joining because actually my brother's daughter, she is admitted in hospital right now. So I just came back from the hospital. Suddenly she was in ICU. That's why I was late. And good evening and good evening all of you. And first of all, I would like to express my gratitude to all of you. And and I will talk about the peace and justice. And peace and justice are the connected pillars of a harmonious society. And peace embodies a state of tranquility where conflicts are resolved through non-violent means and fostering unity and understanding individuals and communities. And justice, on the other hand, ensures fairness and equality, offering a framework where all individuals are treated, impartially, their rights respected, opportunities distributed equitably. And when these two, elements coexist, so strive individuals to live in security. So, as an educator, as a teacher, nurturing and understanding of peace, justice, and strong institutions is important for shaping the mindset of the individuals in the society. For example, we can educate for peace. We can foster a culture of peace through teaching conflict resolutions, empathy, and respect for diversity. And we can include these at the early stages of the school, and we can encourage students to become active contributor to the peaceful society. And we can promote justice because teaching the principles of fairness, equality, and human rights, empowering students to advocate for justice and fairness in their communities. So ability of each and every one of the society, so we can educate our kids at the early stages about the role of institutions, the rule of laws, and the importance of accountable governance, and we nurturing a sense of civic duty and engagement. So, by all these things, we can encourage critical thinking in them because empowering students to critically analyze societies and the structures, and they can recognize injustices, and they can speak on that and work towards positive change within their communities. So, demonstrating these values through classroom management is very good, in my opinion, as a teacher, because structure, dialogue, and inclusiveness, and setting an example for students as a teacher. We can set an example because teachers are the ideals for their students and they follow them. So we can make a good rapport with our students, and we can promote dialogues and understanding. Encourage open conversations in the classroom and fostering understanding among diversity in the class, because in the same classroom different kind of people are there. For example, I have come from India, so in the India is very diverse country. On the basis of religion, caste, tribes, or disability and the gender. So so to resolve conflicts peacefully and build we can build mutual respect to each
to one another, and ensure equal accessibility to justice. Try to establish fair legal system in the society and institutions that guarantee equal access to justice for all, regardless of socioeconomic status or race or gender or the disability or the religion or the region. So we can advocate on the human rights, upholding and protecting the fundamental rights and dignity of every individual. Advocate against discrimination and injustice and biasness, and we can build strong institutions. Try to establish transparent, accountable, and efficient institutions that serve the public interest, ensure checks and balances to prevent corruption and biasness and abuse of power. And investing in education and awareness and sensitization. Try to sensitize and aware the society about the rights, about the legal aspect, and operations through education that promote peace, justice, and peace building and conflict resolution and social justice and civic engagement. And collaboratively, we can do all these things because engaging in in diplomacy to address global challenges and promote peace in the society, it is important. And safe learning environment, we can peace environment, foster better learning. Schools and education institutions should be safe and free from violence and conflicts, and we have to give them the freedom, allowing students to focus on their studies, and they can enjoy their rights. And education play a crucial role in teaching conflict resolution, empathy, and tolerance, which are essential for maintaining peace in the communities, in our country, or at the global level. So global understanding is also important because we all are global citizen as well. So education can promote global citizenship and helping students to understand diverse perspectives and cultures, and we have to respect one another and contributing to the global peace and cooperation, like that. And try to give equitable accessibility in the society. Education should be just and accessible to all, irrespective of race, I mentioned. So promoting justice in education ensures equal opportunities to everyone, and just education incorporates diverse perspectives, histories, and experiences, and the cultural backgrounds, like that. And lots of institutions must implement fair policies. Not only we have to make policies, we have to execute them manner in grading and and resource allocation, and ensuring fairness in the policies and equality among the students is required. And strong institutions provide a framework for quality education, because if the institutes are strong and they are democratic and they are giving the equal opportunities and a good framework for quality education, so it will definitely develop our kids in a good manner, ensuring that curricula or the teaching methodology and resource meet high standards. And we have to make them good citizens in the society, good global citizens, and we have to support one another. Effective governance. Well-managed institutions promote transparency in their institutes in all aspects, accountability of each and every stakeholder, and efficiency in education system. That is required in overall, effectiveness. And we have to make them empower, because strong institutions empower educators to innovate, create supportive learning environments. Because in my opinion, we have to provide a joyful environment to each and everyone, and try to give them the flexibility and freedom, and don't impose them many things on them. So critical thinking, empathy, and they can analyze the society in a positive manner, and they can take their own decisions and a better and more just society. Because we all are the human beings, and we are the the social, individuals, and we have to interact with one another, and we are independent, we are dependent on one another, so we have to respect each and everyone in the society and provide a good infrastructure and good environment for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Zubar. It was an amazing speech, and thank you. You come in the final with a lot of valuable notions, and we thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure, brother. It's my pleasure. Thank you, brother, and thank you all the organizers and Professor Uche for inviting me. Actually, today my cousin, my real brother sister is in ICU at the hospital. So I just came from the hospital, and suddenly she was admitted 3 days back. So that's why I am late here today. Thank you.
We hope to be in a good shape in the future.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Zupor. And now we are going to Mr. Abdul Bashed, if it is available, Mr. Abdul.
Thank you very much. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Yeah, you can start.
Yes. At first, I take your. I'm extremely sorry. I was trying to enter the session for a couple of times, but unfortunately, the technology did not support me to join. I have got the chance to join here, and thank you again for giving me the chance to say something about our today's topic, world peace. Actually, world peace is an idea of freedom, speech, happiness among everyone, and it's without any violence where nations try to work with each other. And today, within this concept, we all the people of the world, we want speech among our every people, irrespective of different culture, religion. Today's different kinds of tradition, general citizen, we also want the peace among all the people. And for these kinds of speech, I think all the nations would try to work together. How could we overcome all the obstacles to make our situation in stable, in a peaceful environment? You know, most of the countries of the world are now suffering from peace, and there are lots of things behind these kinds of activities. But I think I request all the world's people. It's not in our concept, not in our written documents. We just want our peace, but we want to see its reality in every nation, not in the developed country or in developing country, but all the countries, irrespective all religions, all races, all gender discrimination speech. For this, the government must create a where the students can learn how they become peaceful from their tender age, and how they play, become a peaceful, to build a peaceful world. Become a peaceful world. And last of all, I think we all are now dreaming a peaceful world for living in a peaceful environment. Thank you for the first time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abdul. I like how you share your knowledge, and also you talk from your soul. And it was amazing because sharing is caring, and everyone appreciate your deep speech. And we hope let's say, together in this topic, we evolve a lot, and also we hope to have together a better future. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Abdul. And now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening all the speakers. And now we are going back to the StreamYard to Miss Inga and Miss Ushe. Thank you. And now we are going to the stream. Thank you.
We're inviting you. Really,
Wow.
yes. Congratulations to all of you. Really very important day we have today. Thank you so much once again. All esteemed speakers, well done. Dear Uche, congratulations. Yes, we have a little internet problem, but it's not important. Important is what
it's
we
okay.
do together.
Okay.
Yes, of course. It's okay.
Yeah, that's really what matters.
Mikhail,
Okay.
with us.
You're welcome back. Mikhail. That's really amazing session. Thank you, everyone. Honestly, I wouldn't want it to stop, but it is what it is. This is
Uche, hello.
Yeah.
Uche, I would like to request you to please open your video because I could not see you today. For technical problem, I could not join this timely. And all the participants, please open your video. I just took a screenshot with you.
Oh. Okay. We almost the speakers have already gone. We are the only one that is here. I think all the speakers have already gone. We've already we're about concluding the event before you guys showed up, but it's okay. I think you're going to get okay. Felix is here as well.
Felix, yes.
Good evening from Bangladesh, all of you, and best regards to you.
Oh, there are so many guys. Wow, people are still coming in. Please, you can. Okay. Please enable your video so that we take a screenshots from here. Gregory, could you please enable your video?
You could please enable your video first.
I've already done that.
But I could not see you.
Okay, no problem. No, I'm the one I'm streaming live. You cannot use two videos at the same time. That is the reason why you cannot see me. I'm on StreamYard. I'm in the StreamYard now. But it's okay, you can take a screenshot. My photo is there.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you everyone. Those that are tuning our educators that tune in from our multiple platforms. We are very grateful. We really appreciate your participation in this thought-provoking topic. You know, a global peace for a sustainable future, for a sustainable world. Regardless what is going on in the world today, we are kicking against it. We are not promoting any form of violence or bullying or war. We are advocating for peace. Let peace reign in everywhere in the world, and we are not happy what's going on, but it is what it is. So I thank you for being here today, for all the wonderful speakers, distinguished speakers that share their insight and perspectives as regards to the strategy in for building for peace building in the world. Thank you for your attention, and most importantly for being patient with us and not minding the technical glitches that we experienced earlier on. I believe you can hear my voice now. If you are still there, I'm so sorry. You can see me now. Okay, thank you so much. We really appreciate your participation. Now, I'm also looking forward to seeing you at our next event. Thank you so much, Didi Madloba. Merci beaucoup. Thank you so much. Ndewo Imela Oche Sanu. Thank you so much. Namaste, namaskar. Thank you. Yes, I would really want to mention our young leaders that share their thoughts today. Thank you so much, Ambassador Ellen from Georgia, Ambassador Manat from India, both Manat Shayana and wow, another ambassador. Thank you so much. Uh, Sorry if I didn't pronounce the name so well. You guys, you all did excellently well. Thank you. You see the peace that we want in the world has already started from our young leaders. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. We really appreciate all of you. And just like the global leaders have gathered here today, the academic, the professionals from different walks of lives, they have already shared their uh, their input, okay, as regards to this global project, and is designed to capture the wisdom and experiences of elders to establish peace and stability in the society and world at large. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your input. And to our moderators, really appreciate you. Mihai, thank you so much for your wonderful coordination and moderation. Is very, very excellent. And to our Excellency, EOBD Event and Planning, His Excellency Kamaku Felix from uh, Kenya, thank you so much. Despite the challenges that you experienced, you are still here with us. You are still standing tall, regardless of the technical glitches. We are so happy to have you here today. And to all our distinguished dignitaries that shared their thoughts, we are very grateful to. We are honored to have you here to on this special day, advocating for the world peace. That's what we want. Let's be in peace with one another. We are not in any competition with anyone. What we are advocating for is peace, and that is what we want. And let peace reign. Okay. To our wonderful audience, thank you. Thank you so much. We're very grateful that you really you are a part and parcel of this global event, because we have educators, almost 35 educators, and from 17 or 18 countries of the world. That's really amazing. It's really huge. We're going to wrap it up right now because the network has started messing up with me. So please, if you are yet to follow us on our social media, kindly do that. Like and follow us on our Facebook page, YouTube, for you to be notified of our upcoming events, and we have more coming up next week. So tune in, and we are all here to learn with and from each other, because sharing is caring. Thank you so much. And please, the feedback, feedback form has already been shared. Please do not share it with someone that did not attend this global summit. It's really amazing. Congratulations to all the wonderful peace champions of the world. We are so grateful, especially our young leaders. They did great today. I'm so proud of you. Keep up the good work, and you shall be blessed, and keep inspiring, and keep continue to shine. This is just a starting point for you. Congratulations for the amazing things that you're here to do, and we are wishing you success in your future endeavors. We are so grateful. And I think with this, Dr. Nga, do you have any other things to say before we call it a day?
Congratulations once again, dear. We're really proud of you. Thank you so much. Keep up the amazing work. We are with you always. Thank you so much. Well
Yeah.
done.
Yes. Okay. Mihai, thank you so much. Do you have any other things I need to as a parting shot before we wrap it up?
Thank you very much for this.
Mihai?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I like it a lot, all the session, because we are not talking about the peace between the among the people. We are talking about the peace with the environmental, but also we approach some another SDG, and I think it's very interesting how to we make the interconnection with other field and it was amazing. Thank you very much for this amazing session.
You are amazing. You are amazing,
Wow.
Mihail. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Love you all. See you same time next week for another blockbuster episode of Sharing is Caring for walkthrough
Thank you.
exec tools and webinars coming up. Take care and do have a splendid weekend. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
He's signing out for now. Peace out.